One Bucks player in danger of losing starting job in 2025 to 26 training camp. With Giannis Antetokounmpo back in Milwaukee, the Bucks face a key question. Who will start alongside him this season? The big question for the Milwaukee Bucks this summer has been how to retain two-time NBA MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo. That process began by waiving and stretching the remaining years on Damian Lillard's contract to make room for center Miles Turner. Beyond that, Milwaukee's additions were limited. Guards Cole Anthony and Gary Harris joined the roster, but the offseason largely focused on retaining players. Bobby Portis, Kevin Porter Jr., Gary Trent Jr., Taurean Prince, and Jericho Sims. Now it's a matter of putting all the pieces together to return to championship contention. But one of the biggest question marks heading into 2025 to 26 training camp is Kyle Kuzma. After trading three-time All-Star Chris Middleton, Milwaukee hoped Kuzma's youth could improve the starting lineup. He started nearly every regular season game, but struggled with consistency. That trend only worsened in Milwaukee's short postseason run. In the team's first playoff game against the Indiana Pacers, Kuzma recorded zeros across the board in over 21 minutes, shooting 0-5 from the field and finishing as a -24 in a 19-point loss. Game 2 was his most efficient performance, but after the Bucks lost again, Kuzma's minutes began to decline. By Game 5, he was taken out of the starting lineup and played fewer than 13 minutes in an overtime loss. Kuzma's playoff appearance leaves his role for 2025 to 2026 uncertain. Will he thrive as a starter, or is he better suited coming off the bench? Who could start in place of Kuzma? There are a couple of options the Bucks could plug into the starting lineup in place of Kuzma. With Doc Rivers returning as head coach, it'll be a matter of whether he wants more offense or defense surrounding his stars in Antetokounmpo and Turner. Taurean Prince is the most logical after re-signing with the Bucks this offseason. In his first season with the franchise in 2024 to 2025, he started 73 of his 80 games. While his defense fell short of expectations, his offensive impact cannot be understated. He shot a team-best 43.9% from three on just over 4 attempts per game. His floor-spacing ability helped Antetokounmpo average a career-high 6.5 assists per game. A.J. Green. When last season was on the line, Doc Rivers elected to start Green in Game 5 against the Pacers. The third-year pro filled in perfectly, knocking down 6 three-pointers on 10 attempts. Over the entire 5-game series, he shot 51.4% from deep on 7 attempts per game. That's been his role in 3 seasons with Milwaukee. Considering he's a career 42.1% three-point shooter, that's not likely to change this year. Like Prince, he fits offensively alongside Antetokounmpo because of his ability to stretch the floor. With such a dominant game to end the year, Green has already proved he can step up when called upon. Andre Jackson Jr. Jackson Jr. is entering his 3rd year in the NBA, starting 43 games a season ago for Milwaukee. The former second-round pick could provide a defensive option to plug into the starting lineup. At 23 years old, he's been a viable defensive option with his 6'6" stature and near 6'10" wingspan. His offensive game is less developed and what would keep him coming off the bench. He's a career 38.5% three-point shooter, but in his career 124 games, he's only averaging 1 attempt per game. If Jackson develops his shot and learns to shoot with confidence, he could flourish into a 3-and-D player, which is so valuable in today's NBA. Bobby Portis is the wild card to enter the starting lineup after re-signing with Milwaukee this offseason. While he's the most productive offensive option to place in the initial 5, he thrives in his role as a 6th man. In his last 3 seasons with Milwaukee, he's averaging right around 14 points and 8.4 rebounds per game. However, in 201 total appearances during that time span, Portis has only made 33 starts for the Bucks. Before missing significant time last year due to a suspension, Portis had been a perennial NBA 6th Man of the Year candidate. Because of his success coming off the bench, it's hard to imagine Rivers plugging him into the starting lineup. But given his offensive skill set, it shouldn't be completely ruled out that Portis becomes a starter this season. Milwaukee's training camp is bound to answer many questions about this year's team. While Antetokounmpo's return will be the focus initially, developing the new starting five will be the headline leading up to tip-off.